Hey guys, it's Chris here with Raleigh Strings, and today we're going to talk about string shooters in your bigger diamond meshes, your 5 and your 6 diamond meshes. So when you string shooters in a 5 or 6 diamond mesh, one of your first problems you're going to see is if you string a weave, is it's going to be very shifty. So you see how it can shift all the way from down here, all the way up here. It's not going to make for as consistent of a throw as you might like. They just don't weave through enough diamonds, and it really just doesn't hold down and lock down hard enough. So another way you can string shooters is to roll your shooters. And rolling shooters goes through 2 rows. So it would go from the 5 diamond down here to the 4 diamond up here, and that will keep your shooters locked down and it'll keep them from moving. But there's a problem with rolled shooters also. With rolled shooters, you're going to have no feel when the ball comes out of your stick. So there's a problem of how to get feel on your stick and having a shooter that's not going to shift. So today we're going to talk about barreled shooters. And barreled shooters are different from barreled nylons. I'll explain that. They are locked down and they have feel. So I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do that. Okay guys, so I'm going to start the tutorial on how to do a barreled shooter. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the plastic because it's going to be our top shooting string. So we're going to get it halfway. We're going to take the inside piece on the front of the stick and we're going to go through the 5 diamond row. So then what we're going to do is we're going to alternate between the 5 diamond and the 4 diamond row. So we're going to go down to the 4 diamond row like such, and we're going to wrap down, and then we're going to wrap back up. So you see how we went from the 5 diamond to the 4 diamond back to the 5 diamond. So we're just going to wrap all the way to the other side of the stick. So back up to the 5 diamond, down to the 4 diamond, 5, 4, 5. Pull that a little bit tight. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the piece that's on the back of the stick and we're going to go back through that first 5 diamond. So what we're going to do is then we're going to roll in the opposite direction down to that same 4 diamond that we started with on the other half of the string. So you see how there's mesh here, 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 and here. So what we're going to do is the goal is to cover up that mesh. So we're going to wrap in the other direction back up to the 5 diamond, and that will cover up that visible mesh. So we're just going to continue that all the way through. Just rolling on through. So we've rolled all the way around. So you see how it's going to, the first one wrap one way and the second one wrap the other. Now when you tighten this, it's very important to pull the first one tight, the inner one, and then tighten the outer one, because if you pull the outer one first, it will cause the inner one to bunch when you go to pull it up tight. So then we're going to tie that off. And there we have a barreled shooting string. So now what this is going to do, this is going to lock down tight in that 5 and 6 diamond mesh, so it's not going to move anywhere. It's not going to shift like our weaves. Also, it's got a raised area, unlike the rolled, so when the ball comes out of the stick, it's going to give you a little bit more of a snap, a little bit more whip, a little bit more feel coming out of the stick.